All right, so peace and blessings, everybody. I was listening to this CD not too long ago, and it's my people's Paralife Records, Mighty Man and King Mighty, local artists out of H Town doing their fizzle, and on this CD, man, I mean this is a bad CD, you know. I've been listening to it really front and back, you know, and I mean I like the whole CD. You know what I'm saying? Some songs I like more than others, but I like the whole CD. But anyway, while I was listening to it, I heard one of the statements being made on the in the verse where it say, if I didn't have pain, I probably wouldn't have hope." And he say something else after that, which I know is just as profound. But that particular statement caught my attention so much that I kind of froze up. It sent me into just my thinking. It sent me into my mind. You know what I'm saying? And so I started digging deeper into my thoughts and just really, just really pondering over that whole idea. And I want to share it with you. Now, and before I go into that, I will leave the name of the CD somewhere, the link, I think, where you can probably listen to it or go and even buy it if you want to, somewhere in this video or in the comment section or something. But anyway, so what the thoughts that it made me think about when I was listening to it, it said if it wasn't for pain, I probably wouldn't have hope. And so I'm just I'm riding. So now it's a reason why it stood out to me. I'm like, man, and let me tell you this here. One thing about truth is that truth is real profound. Truth, like, is infinite. Truth doesn't have an end. Truth is like deep within itself. A lot of times we make a mistake of, we hear something or we get to digging into that truth or we get to digging into that meat. We get to digging into some things that, that sound good to us, things that perked our interest. We get to digging into it. And once we come to an understanding of some sort, when we come across some type of conclusion, we'll stop right there. We'll stop like, this is it. Truth don't work like that. And I hate to say that a lot of religions do that. A lot of religions conclude that their understanding of the teacher is like, that's it. It's like, come on, man. You know how when we be talking to dudes or we hear dudes talking or we hear sisters talking, we say, like, man, that was deep. Okay, for those of us who believe in a supreme being, all-knowing being. You know what I'm talking about? For those of us who believe in that type of power, can't nobody get as deep as that. Can't nobody get as deep as the source of truth. You dig what I'm saying? When we talking about, like, every molecule is truth. Like in our bodies, every molecule is truth. I know I'm kind of delving off into this little introductive part of my talk, but I really want you to understand, man, that when I listen to stuff sometimes, I mean, that's just how it registers with me. You know what I mean? Like, truth is deep like that. And I would really like for us all to begin to take what we listen to, just things people say, all that, just like really more serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, really make a habit of pondering on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Give things some thought sometime. I mean, of course, you're not going to give everything a bunch of thought, but I mean, things that like naturally resonate with you, things that catch your attention, you got to wonder why. Yeah, so my bad, I had to stop for a second, but yeah, you have to wonder why. You have to wonder why those things catch your attention like that, and when they do, don't like just brush over it like it ain't nothing. Think on it, man. Give it some thought. Things that's real significant to you, especially when you talk about especially when you talking about wanting to change your life and you want things to be better and you trying to figure out why you keep going through things. I'm telling you, man, life is a test, and every time you find yourself there being presented with the same forces and obstacles, the same type of frustrations, the same issues, it's because it's something about it that you haven't realized yet. It's a lesson in it that you hadn't gotten yet. It's something about it you don't even understand yet. And I swear to you, I promise to you, it's all in a matter of the way you see it. That's why I try to tell y'all, man, perspective is everything. Y'all sleeping on this, what I'm trying to give you, because you think it's not connected to the bad. But when until you understand that the way you see things has a lot to do with the way you deal with people. I know this is a little bit going off because I haven't even got into my little old talk yet. But I gotta break you off with it because it's just coming out like this here. So again, you know, the way you see things, and the way you see things affect the way you deal with people, and the way you deal with people, and the energy you leave, and the spirit you leave with people has a lot to do with the way they think about you and feel about you. And let me tell you something. When you talk about God blessing His creation, understand this: God blesses His creation through creation. So all your hell and all your blessings coming through another human being. Think about it. What good have you received that haven't come through another human being? What hell have you received that hasn't come through another human being? That's why I'm trying to get y'all to understand how significant, how important our social health is. How important that it is for us to heal and get through in the best of ways, coming out in the most healthiest ways through a lot of our experiences, because we've taken a victim's position with our experiences, which is the reason why when we step to people, we got all this AKA baggage. We carrying all this shit because we haven't utilized it. Everything we supposed to go through life collecting and utilizing, but we collecting and collecting and collecting and collecting and collecting. We ain't utilizing it. We're supposed to utilize that not for bad, not to tear nobody down, but to build people, to speak life into people, because that's the nature of thing. Yeah, some things die, but if the thing that dies within itself and on its own course, if it doesn't die, if it doesn't die in the way it's supposed to die, like on its own, right, and we force it to die out of turn. What I've been taught is that you tip the scale in the universe against you. You know, that the scale has like a weighing thing. It's like you know, I'm gonna use the concept of good and bad. You know, well, I don't even want to get too far from that. I just keep it simple like that, man. The thing it's taught in the school of thought that I follow that the universe has a scale in it. We call it reaping, sowing, in some concepts. We call it karma in another concept. Yet and still, whenever you do some shit, don't think that you're getting bad for good. The bad that you got, you done it to somebody. It might not look like that, but it felt like that. It don't have to look like that when it felt a certain way. But you know, you'll get it one day if you're supposed to get it. But anyway, let me go ahead and get into the top, so I won't hold this up no further. It's already 8 minutes. I haven't even talked about what I want to talk about. So here it is. Okay, bam, real quick. If it wasn't for the pain, I wouldn't have hope. If it wasn't for the pain, I wouldn't have hope, right? Why do I even need hope? Why is hope such a good thing, right? Why is it I even want hope? Because the one thing about hope, what hope indicates is that there's a need for something to change. There's a need for something to be better. There's a need for something that I don't possess. You see, hope is always the fuel that's taking us forward. You see, it's something that I'm gonna go ahead and jump right there. It's something that the soul realizes that it needs to attain in this journey, that our conscious human self don't realize we need to attain in this journey, which is why it doesn't realize why it really gravitates like it do. It's the nature of it within itself. It's to gravitate because it's journey to collect or get back somewhere. To get back, to get to, whatever the case may be, but there's some collecting going on. And the thing is that we go through life not really realizing what our clear objective is. And we get sidetracked and confused about that which we think we need. You know what I'm saying? See, we get fired up in our desires, and we get sidetracked off of that which we need. And you see, that's the work of the opposite self. That's the work of the negative self. You know what I'm saying? That's the work of that. You see, hope has to be accompanied with discomfort. You see, discomfort is the fuel for hope. Discomfort, pain, heartache, mental anguish, a lack of peace of mind. All of that is the fuel for evolution, which today we're going to call hope. You see, hope makes us thrive, makes us start doing some things, because we're looking for something. We want something to manifest. We need something other than what's going on, so we hope for things to what? Change, to be different. Or we hope for things to be the same. It all depends, right? But even in maintaining something to be the same, we still gotta be in motion. We gotta do some things, right? You see, if it wasn't for the pain, I wouldn't have hope. If it wasn't for discomfort, I wouldn't even desire to move forward. I wouldn't desire better. You see, let me go just a little bit deeper, because this is what truth is. Truth is something that you dig into. It ain't got no end. You keep digging. Okay, so now, for those of us who believe in a supreme being, Supreme Being made everything in reflection to itself in an essential type of way, in its essence. Not in its physical form, but in its essence. One of the essence of everything in creation is duality. Think about duality now. We're talking about pain and hope. Think about duality. Everything in creation has what? A negative and a positive pole. Down to your smallest cell in your body, it has, if I'm correct, it's called a nucleus, if I'm correct, right? In your cells, it's called a nucleus. The nucleus is made of what? A negative and a positive pole. Everything in creation has this dynamic, a negative and a positive pole. You know, one of those negative poles on a supreme level is called Satan. One of those negative poles on a supreme level is called Satan. Now, if Allah, God, supreme being, universe, whatever you want to call, if he's the creator, or the creator of everything in creation, right? Then so is Satan also a part of that creation. The supreme being creates, blesses creation through creation as it punishes creation through creation, but it's not so necessarily the supreme being. I'm finna go there with you because I got to. I know it's level, but I got to. It's not so necessarily the supreme being punishing. It's a decree already has been established in creation, which we call karma, reaping, and so on, and things like that, which causes the creation itself to balance itself out with its negative and positive pole. You see, there can't be no motion. There can't be no pushing forward without something pulling you back. You gotta have discomfort to want to go forward. You see, he instilled in us a certain thing of like ego, confidence, the need to be ahead, the need to have something nobody else don't have. All those different things are God-like in the proper balance. It makes us strive for more. But one of the things that makes it noticeable is the fact that when we going through these discomforts, believe it or not, a discomfort is also being amongst a group and everybody's just alike. Just imagine you in here and all y'all are alike. I know a lot of times we think we want somebody to think just like we think, but guess what's gonna happen with that? That's like you spending time by yourself. It may seem like the most perfect thing to have somebody that thinks just like you, act like you, do everything you do. It's like you. It's like you got a drone in the house. Guess what? You might well be by yourself, right? Because you know you can be kind of fucked up at times, right? So imagine you dealing with you. So the real perfection in that dynamic is to have something that may have a core value like you, that's moving in the same direction you moving. However, they don't see it going in that same direction. They don't see going about it the same way that you want to go about it. We going this way, but I want to go and pick up 5 pieces when I go this way, and I want to go pick up 3 pieces when I go this way. And so we got to compromise. We got to come up with a plan that fits us both, or either I'm going to go this way one day, and next time when we get to the next spot, we're going to do it my way. You know what I'm saying? Or if we go this way, you do this here, you drive, but hey, I got the mirrors, I got the doors, I got the food, I got the, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Because it has to be a proper balance. Without a proper balance, it's going to be total confusion, and it's going to be destruction. It's going to be demise. It has to be a proper balance. Even in your human biological makeup, if it isn't a proper balance, sooner or later, the physical flesh dies, right? It has to be a proper balance. On a personal level, on a external level with other people, a social level. So I'm saying this here now. If it wasn't for the pain, we wouldn't have hope. Understand this here. Discomfort, struggle, toil, trials and tribulations, all of that comes with the process. It's a part of the process. We gotta love it like we love the reward. I didn't think our homies say, man, I celebrate my losses like I celebrate my wins. You know what I'm saying? But I know that ain't easy. But we gotta reprogram, unlearn and relearn. We gotta reach the point to where it feels good to do the work. It feels good when we pushing that iron and pulling that iron and putting in work. You know what I'm saying? Like we all running them laps. So for those of us who like running them laps, it feel good when you running them laps, huh? When you feeling that pressure. While somebody else over here patting it, feel like he about to die because he ain't used to it, or she ain't used to it, they don't like it. You love it because you've reached the point where you love the work. You love to work. Now you also gotta love to get you some rest too. You gotta be a proper balance. The same thing that you are blessed with can also be the same thing that punish you. You see, your strength can be the same thing that challenges you and punish you. The thing that makes you unique can be the same thing that challenges you and punish you. The thing that people love about you could be the same thing that people also grow to hate about you. So I'm saying it has to be a proper balance.